Hi, everyone. Mike White here. Welcome to this week's blog post. We're at the end of June. Half the year is in the books. For us in the mortgage industry, a good portion of what we see in July is already in the pipeline as far as what closed business looks like. So we're well beyond the halfway point, if you will, for what our 2020 is going to look like from a numbers standpoint. And I tell you, given the year that we've had and the things that have gone on, I don't care how optimistic or pessimistic your business plan was back in October of last year as we did it. Nobody could have predicted what we're seeing now. And when you throw in all the surrounding circumstances, it's almost impossible to believe, because here we are. Purchase business is booming. We're up 18% over last year. New home sales, which I think is significant, they've jumped 8% year over year and more than 16% from last month alone. I think those are really incredible numbers, that those things are happening in the middle of a pandemic, if you will. And I guess it goes to show that not only was there significant momentum that we saw in the beginning of the year for people who wanted to buy houses, but being, in our homes more frequently and for longer periods of time, and some of us even confined there for months, have really given people thought that maybe their current home isn't really where they need to be, and they're looking for different space. And that said, with rates where they are, refinances are really zooming along, and that's despite the fact that we're not accurately even looking at refinances right now, because so many companies are either struggling to report those applications, delaying those applications coming in. Some people, dealing with the volume by slowing down their refinance processes, or people who are in fact just raising their rates to get out of the refinance market right now to clear out some of the backlog of deals. So it's really important to pay attention to the fact that right now loan volume is certainly not a problem. And if you're not really way ahead of your expectations, if your business is not the best it's ever been, if you're not turning more opportunities into more closed loans right now, you really want to take a look at your business and figure out why. In the past monthly call on Tuesday, I went into some detail, and again, you can go log into the website and pull up the monthly call so you can deal with those details. But a lot of us are now having to deal with the stress of all of this volume, the stress of all of this opportunity. And I want everybody to keep in mind that it's not acceptable ever for the quality of the client experience, or the quality of the experience for the referral partner, to diminish because of volume. And I say this in the most sincere terms. It's not a joke. This is not about how much can you do and, damn everybody around you, as long as the loan eventually closes, what do you care? Well, you should care a lot. And I'm telling you right now, you should look at your business and say, if you can't do an exceptional job for everybody involved in the loan that you're about to take, then you have no right to take that loan. That person is relying on you. That loan is special to them. That circumstance, it's the same thing as if you were, going in for what was considered a minor operation, and now they don't even call it that. It's a minor medical procedure or an outpatient procedure. Well, they're still cutting into your body, and you'd like to make sure that everybody was paying attention to what it was that they were doing. And I think a lot of us in the industry, and maybe not on this particular call or on reading this blog post, are like that. but there are many in our industry right now are all about slamming deals together and laughing about just getting them done as opposed to remembering it's the quality of the experience. So take that to mind. You need to monitor your capacity. You need to monitor your processes. You need to monitor your people that you're surrounded with and understand everybody would like to do a great job, or at least they should. That you need to be paying attention. You're the face of your business. You are the one, the originator that lives and dies by your reputation and the quality of your experience. So unless you're planning on right now putting together as many loans as you can and stuffing them all closed and then retiring because you don't care what bridges you burn, it's really important that you get out in front of it and make sure that you're doing a great job. I also want you to make sure that you're taking the time to take care of yourself and making sure your team is taking care of themselves. You know, one of the simplest things in the world to do is take a short break between each task. Get up, leave your desk, walk around. If you're working from home, go out the backyard, go out the front door. If you're back in an office environment, then fine, leave your desk, you know, walk around a minute, stretch your legs. And by most accounts, we as a group don't stay hydrated very well. And you will find the lack of proper hydration can really impact how you feel. So make sure, and again, I'm not talking about soda with, you know, water. I do that. I drink I'm the first one to tell you I'm a coffeeholic until about 10 o'clock in the morning. And then it's nothing but ice water the rest of the day. So I don't mind you having coffee and whatever in the morning, but what drives me nuts is walking into mortgage companies and seeing people in the afternoon with can after can of Red Bull or those energy drinks. It just drives me crazy. That's not what we need to be doing, but I'll leave that for you. I also want you to realize that we're also seeing huge opportunities, and I brought that up in the monthly coaching call. And I'm telling you, if you're not paying attention to your small banks and credit unions right now, you're missing it. Many small banks and credit unions in your marketplace are either slowing down their mortgage processes, you know, raising the requirements to get a loan, or getting out of the business completely. We're seeing a lot of people generating some great opportunities from small banks and credit unions, and it is something that you don't want to miss. And again, last but not least, and I'm not going to belabor the point because I say it seemingly every week, the forever home strategy reigns as the king strategy that we've ever discussed or walked or talked about, because right now the forever home strategy is generating more listing opportunities for our realtor referral partners than anything we've ever done. And for those of you who have never done it before, and for those of you who have, there's nothing quite like presenting one of your realtor referral partners with a listing and a purchase opportunity, because you were calling and checking on your people, used the forever home strategy, and found out that their current house wasn't where they needed to stay. And for those of you who are in markets where you can get out, there are people out there right now working with their realtors who are going out door to door, talking in their communities and neighborhoods with their people. And those who can't, you know, there are guys that are out there who are using door hangers, or just pick up the phone and call. So again, it's a great time for us to step back and take a look and assess our circumstances, make sure of what's working, what's not working, understand the strategies that we're using, making sure we're taking care of our clients, our referral partners, most importantly, taking care of ourselves, our team members. And again, if you have any questions or you need any help, it's Mike at imtcoaching.com. Have a great week.